Hello.
Sir, we'll start in few minutes, sir. Okay, 2 minutes.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Messages are clear.
Gautam, sir, start చేద్దామా?
Yeah, we can start, ma'am.
Paddu, sir. Okay then. Sir, Lakshman Rao, sir, we are starting, sir.
Yeah, okay, please.
Good morning, one and all. Welcome to this 5th day faculty development program. Today we have with us K.M. Lakshman Rao Garu. He is a professor of JNTU Hyderabad, and he is speaking on the topic advancement in transportation with support infrastructure. And I think many of you know sir, but a short brief about sir. Sir is a member of infrastructure of Niti Aayog, Telangana State, and is a cabinet subcommittee member for Telangana State on road safety. And he is awarded the best teacher by Telangana State government in 2017. And he is a state technical agency coordinator for Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Ministry of Rural Development for AP, Telangana and Andaman and Nicobar. And he is a coordinator for infrastructure resilience system and problem solving training to engineers and planners of Andhra Pradesh. And he is the director of RDA, National Rural Road Development Agency, Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India. And apart from this, he is the director of Bureau of Industrial Consultancy Services, and he is the chief engineer for the engineering department, and he is a coordinator for Center of Excellence on Disaster Management, and the principal investigator for road accidents and urban floods, and he is a professor of Center for Transportation Engineering, JNTU Hyderabad. Sir, we are very, very glad to have you here with us, sir. Thank you. Sir, you can start your presentation, sir, please.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Is it audible from my side?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is audible, sir.
Yeah, the topic what was placed before you is on advancement in transportation with support infrastructure. This is a topic which has interdisciplinary approach, because we have the transportation with the view that the transportation is basically looking for mobility of the people from different places. It has the influence and impacts of the traffic from the road network and road user and the land use. And when you attend transportation advancement, we expect that the level of service should be of good level, where everyone feels comfortable, convenient to travel, safe to travel, having the sustainable of the environment. In this connection, we need to see what are the factors which will intervene and compete for better mobility of the vehicles. In that way, we have to look at in a platform of integrated on considering traffic, road network, road
Sir,
user.
first
Yeah.
small request. మీరు హెడ్ ఫోన్స్ ఏమైనా పెట్టుకోగలుగుతారా? హెడ్ ఫోన్స్, యువర్ వాయిస్ విల్ బి మోర్ క్లియర్ దెన్ ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్ ఏమైనా.
Just I'll try.
Other participants, please mute yourself. It's creating disturbance. I request remaining participants to mute yourself, please.
లేదు.
That's okay, sir. Continue.
I'm trying to put the earphone, but timing this.
Okay.
So when it comes to the advancement, what exactly required for the transportation? One is the concern of the traffic. Like the traffic, when it is mobilizing unified approach, then most of the problems can be solved. Because it's a matter of dealing with space and the time. The space is a static feature. Time is dynamic. We should plan the traffic mobility either from the space control or from the time control. Second issue we're trying to propose is how far the roads are fit against the code of practice and the ground realization, rather the sensitivity. The geometrics are the one which are to be sensitized for better traffic mobility. The third one is the road network. The road network is the one which is required to be developed with consistency, utility, reliability, and so on. And fourth one is the land use, where we need to look at the uniformity of the land use for a space. The dynamic realization of the land use should be consistent. So for that purpose, we need to look at how to create the deconcentrated land use. These are the concepts what we require to visualize when the transportation is realized compatible, comfortable for people. When it comes
Madam, voice is breaking.
voice, just I'll
Lakshman Garu, your voice is breaking. I don't know.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Earphones పెట్టుకున్నారు, sir. Yes, I think
Yeah,
it is fine now.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So now we look at what exactly the support is essential from the infrastructure. Here I don't mean that the support is not the support to infrastructure. The support to the transport through infrastructure, maybe creating the carriers of the water, like the water stagnation, water immersions, the rainwater falls on the road should be carried from the road. Next is the carriers of the traffic. The vehicles that are traveling maintain sustainable headway, even it go up to lakhs of kilometers be transported in 1 hour at a particular point of the time. Like creating 1 second, 3600 seconds in a length of 1 kilometer. Look at it. You can see nearly 3.6 lakh vehicles can be mobilized. So we need to look at the carriers of the traffic, how the roads are constructed fit for geometries. The third one is the driver support features. When the driver is mobilizing, he will be having certain spatial and non-spatial features. The spatial features are the one like the side distance, brake distance, side triangle, overtaking side distance, and so on. Non-spatial are the curve radius, the weaving length, the weaving width at the junction, and the decelerating and accelerating lengths at the junction, and so on. And fourth one is like the vehicle compatible features. We have designed the vehicle like the passenger car unit. We try to see the impact. Like for the car, the PCU is 1, and for bus, the PCU is 3. For 2 and 3 wheelers, the PCU is 5.5. Horse driven, it is 6, and so on. So we have to see like for the unified mobility, how to create the PCU for every vehicle is 1. Like creating the like the headway, the speed and composition cannot interfere when you want to create the advancement of the truck. And fifth one is the land use footprint. This is the one area where everyone tries to see like how the land use size, shape, and orientation should be. In view of the COVID-19, even the land use planning can address the social, the physical distance, and recognizing how to continue the social networking, social affinity, and economic interactions. So basically, I would like to say that the transportation and land use are inseparable, and one can cooperate with the other for better level of service. Land use is a quite challenging, dynamic, and intervening characterization with the transportation. And if you look at the traffic mobility should be controlled. If you limit the travel mobility with the travel time restrict, probably 5 kilometer radius as acceptable for the road user. We try to look at the trip length, trip intensity, and trip orientation, how they are compatible with the land use. If I am traveling 30 kilometers per day on one trip, my vehicle continuously occupies on the road and creates impact on the traffic. And if I limit my stay and work within 7 kilometers and plan accordingly, then the deconcentration take place and mobilities will be controlled. In that way, proper land use planning is the best for enhancing transport characteristics. That's what I would like to say to you. There is very few research contributions on land use planning beyond Batty, Lowry, Garin, Hutchinson, who did something on.
సార్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ సార్
చెప్పండి.
సార్ మీది ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది సార్. పక్కన మొబైల్ ఏమైనా ఉందా?
మొబైల్ లేదు. 1 minute. I'll put off the mobile.
లేదా మీరు ఒకసారి లేకపోతే వీడియో ఆఫ్ చేసుకొని చెప్తే ఇంకా కొంచెం క్లియర్గా ఉంటుంది. ఒకసారి ట్రై చేద్దాం సార్. వీడియో ఆఫ్ చేసుకోండి.
Is it okay?
ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి సార్. ఎస్ సార్.
Can I speak?
Yes sir. Yes sir. Yes sir.
I have put off the video and start speaking without microphone. Okay, microphone. So So land use plan is basically to be considered as most important in advancement of transportation. It can be an answer to the environment, economy, safety, and promoting during the disaster times, like the impact of the COVID on the social lives. Next one is like how to create the pedestrian mobilities, which are more important to address on the transportation. Because many times the dominance of pedestrian mobility is very high. So we have to get like how to create the mobility pattern for the pedestrian, like with reference to the crosswalk and the sidewalk in continuity of the pedestrian mobility. Last one, like the driver psychology control. When the driver knows that he's getting tracked, his behavior is going to be matching the idealistic condition. So to make the driver psychology, we need to see like how to monitor with the third eye. These are the supportive areas where we have to create advancement of the transportation. And infrastructure, like my voice is working or any problems?
Sir, your voice is a bit staggered, sir. Cut అవుతుంది ఎందుకు బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది వాయిస్.
That's the reason why I'm just trying to see like where the problem lies.
ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్ పెట్టుకున్నారా సార్?
But I have removed it.
ఇప్పుడు వాయిస్ క్లియర్ ఉంది సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ.
Is it okay?
Yes sir, it is fine now.
Okay, I will try with the earphones. So when it comes to infrastructure, we have to look at the functionality, access, connectivity, and mobility. The point of functionality is like how the hierarchically the roads are get connected, and from the access point of view, you may get connected from the remote place to the place of interest with the functional sensitization. Connectivity is the one, like am I getting connected from single to the multiple places. And last one is the mobility. Like when I'm traveling, the journey time, it is equal to the travel time, then definitely the infrastructure is supporting it, which means the congestion is less. When it comes to the technology, I would like to share with you that there are very good advanced technologies have come up now. One is like the computer vision. Second one is like the sensor-enabled monitoring pattern, mobility patterns. Third one is like the artificial intelligence-based trained data and connecting with the natural behavior of the people with a proper data analytics. And fourth one is like the machine learning with the robotic interface. There are issues concerned with economy, environment, and safety, and the disaster controls. These are the four areas which have been influencing the transportation. A mere study on the basics of transportation may not address the problem solving. We have to work with product development, conceptual analytics in addressing transportation issues. Told you that the data analytics, where the observed data be processed and analyzed to attain deconcentration, unsaturation, and similarity, regularity, consistency, continuity. This is the area where I'm suggesting the fractal dimensions for the anchor researchers to look at how the fractal modeling can be used for analyzing data. With the highest resolution of 1 square meter, with 1 person, proportionally enhancing to thousands of square kilometers, thousands of people who try to analyze the behavior patterns be homogeneous and continuity. And I told you the artificial intelligence, this is an area where the historical code practices, the footprints, the best practices in a supervised classification manner to try to train the information. Then we start filtering or overlay in GIS environment the behaviors of the road user, behavior of the vehicles, behavior of the land use in a static manner, and try to see what are the differentials. When the differentials is higher, we try to see how to coordinate and address it. For example, creating road utility tax, creating unified traffic mobility, creating uniform road network coverage, creating land use deconcentrated planning, and every deconcentrated setup should have the centrographic centroidal behavioral patterns. So likewise, we can identify the differentials and rectify them from different perspectives. For example, if the congestion is occurred because of the road deterioration, it has occurred because of the water stagnations. So when you make the geometric sensitive of the support infrastructure, that is sufficient for addressing the problem. It never means that all the differentials, all the deficiencies should be addressed to create the advancement in transportation. By taking one perspective, we can address the solution. As I shared with you, by deconcentrating land use planning, we can address the traffic problem. By creating the robotic-based monitoring of the environment and reason of why the pollution is enhanced with the computer vision technology, we can solve the problem of the transportation with a sustainable environment and level of service. So, and by creating the network, having the fractal nature, whether you take a 0.5 square kilometer area or 100 square kilometers of area, the facilities are proportionately enhanced, then transport problem can be solved upon. So in this manner, the artificial intelligence is going to be useful for multiple applications. The next technology, what I'm saying is the computer vision. This is the one where the data will be created by for every person or for every square meter and process the image processing tools and try to see like what the characteristics of the traffic, how the geometrics are compatible with the traffic, and how the road user is coordinating the traffic mobilities like the pedestrian, the slow moving with the fast moving, and so on. The computer vision technology helps us to case the failures and identify the remedial measures in a pointed manner. So in this manner, computer vision is one of the best technology which is going to be out of tomorrow to advance the transportation. And when it comes to urban transport, because we have been studying differential like the urban transport, the regional transport, the rural transport. The differences are like the land use, how it is getting utilized. Is it for connecting the production and consuming centers, or connecting from market centers to the consuming centers, or connecting from the production to the consuming sectors directly. So we'll try to look at how the transport should integrate the urban, regional, and the rural areas. It is possible to see how the hierarchy of the national highway, state highway, and district roads and village roads be made compatible with expressway, arterial roads, subarterial roads, collector strips, and local strips. When these two are integrated, then we can see how the transport at the national level is working out. When you look at differentially, separately, saying that this is the urban because of urbanization, the road system, where the rural people are going to interact, regional people are going to interact. For them, these roads are not compatible. So we need to see like what exactly the road overlap, what exactly the link overlap between urban, regional, and rural. These are made possible the proper study on land use dynamics. That's the area I'm trying to see the planning point of view. We need to extend our insight on creating the integrated overlap of the node, of the link, of the path, and of the network. One day or other, you can see, as we see in the international world, the deconcentration from urban to the rural is taking place. And rural places have become because it's having affinity to the environment, economy, safety. People are prepared to live there. That system has been come up during the disaster like the COVID-19. People are getting away from cities to the rural places. And the infrastructure, the industry is also getting deconcentrated from the urban to the regional and the rural areas. You can see like one day or other, the uniformity takes place. When we speak a decade back about the village electronics, people see like what these people do at the village level. Is it useful for agriculture? Is it useful for cash crops and so on? Now we can look at it. The rural areas are better receivers of technology. When we interact with the State Planning Board of Telangana, they want the stubble removal, which create the environment deterioration, economic disaster, and safety is not provided during the harvesting season when they're going in conventional manner, because most of the places are filled with the pesticides and time control and economic losses are there. When we suggested them the robotic interface, computer vision tracker of pick and place controllers with the robotic arm, it is within a period of 30 days, 1 lakh acres can be cleaned free from the stubble of the agricultural plants. So if you look at technology, how it is connecting with the land use, how it is connecting with environment and economy. And this is a place where the transport plays a clear connecting role in the process of planning to address the mobility of any technology, mobility of the vehicles, mobility of people to get exposed. As on day, as a planner, the transport, we need to look at the village and its affinity with the urban cities. It is a reverse phenomena which is taking place now. In the history, we're trying to see how the urban cities are affinity to the villages. Now the case is getting in a reverse manner. So as a planner, you look at how to handle the rural transportation than urban transportation. And second aspect I would like to share with you is of the engineering. The engineering is a subject which is deal with mathematics, deal with scientific, deal with social equity and economic interactions and environment. Because if the engineering geometrics are not proper, the pollution levels are going to be higher. The geometrics are not compatible with the vehicle, the safety issues are going. If the geometrics are not advancedly informed, the driver behavior is uncertain, lead to the accident. And the geometrics are not proper, the people who are walking the road get affected and lead to the accidents. Many of the accidents taking place for the pedestrians because the geometrics are not cooperative. So we have to see like the force, the moment, the displacement aspects in the road geometry. What sort of differentials are taking place? Can be with reference to the speed, can be with reference to the headway, can be with reference to the capacity, can be with reference to the delay, the frustration. These should be taken into consideration and characterized like centroidal cooperation with a mathematical model. When all the influencing factors are centralized and the mode of influence is neutralized at a point, that point should be taken as acceptable for the road safety. So we need to look at engineering point of view, how to create the transport with advancement through mobility and the function. The environment is the another aspect which I have been sharing with people. Even in the recent issue of the disaster in Vizag, I've suggested them the technology-based control of the environment is essential. In the month of August, we are launching a technology with the computer vision, robotic interface, and environment sustainable tracker is presented to the government as a mode of operation. Where we're trying to create 100.1 HP motors be connected with the pollution trackers, and whenever the vehicle congestion is mounting up, the pollution levels will be tracked. When the vehicles are going with a higher speed, violation speeds, the pollution levels are tracked with the computer vision technology. Whenever the level enhances, all these 0.1 HP suckers of the pollution is going to be initiated. And all this pollution is going to be sucked from the air, and this will be treated, made much plenty of the oxygen in the air. The technology we have developed, and we are trying to put it as a part of transport, environment, and land use connector to promote the environment. And when you put this for every 500 meters, the 500 meters, one setup, the total air in the urban will be cleaned, and it gives a balance for the environment, balance for economy, and balance for sustainability of the lives. Why I'm saying economy is when we create like the environment compatible version, 40 to 50% of health hazards can be controlled for the road user. So in this manner, the technology is more important. Even connecting with analyzing engineering deficiencies, planning deficiencies with the technology of computer vision. And as I shared with you, the economy, safety are well connected with the engineering issues. And these are the four important hallmarks or leads for transportation enhancement. One is concerned with the wind and the air. Second one is water. Third one is traffic. And fourth one is infrastructure. When you did work for AP disaster on Titli cyclone for the Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam, we suggested the resilient system. The water should not create an impact on the traffic. The wind flow should not create an impact on the traffic. The pollution in the air should not create impact on people who are living in that area, and infrastructure should be cooperative for the traffic to get mobilized. And during the cyclone seasons, the wind direction, orientation, creating lot of impact on the traffic. We need to see like the orientation of the road system against the disaster creating by wind blow should be tracked. And we need to see like how the compatible water mobility should be created, or the conduit pattern should be created, which should not hamper the traffic mobility. So overall, how the infrastructure should be connected with the built-up area. We did work for 2 districts of Andhra Pradesh, like Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam, suggested to them an integrated, interdisciplinary approach with the technology, the analytics, and with engineering facilities and the planning needs, how to control the 4 influences created on the transportation. Ultimately, the transportation should not be affected because it is creating a psychological imbalance to the people because of the condition, because of uncertainty, and also creating environmental pollution, creating risk of travel. So in this manner, we look at in an integrated manner. I suggest even now that the civil engineering, all the disciplines should integrate and address a problem. Like the transportation can be addressed with the water stagnation free, the air blow free, wind blow free, and sustainable environment and traffic mobility and infrastructure designs. And when it comes to the transportation plan, these are the 4 connectors. Whether you accept the government, the demand is not of a concern, but we create only supply. And certain countries like US, they consider the demand as basis before they create the supply. Similarly, the system, when we introduce the mass rail transit system or like light rail transit system or like the bus rapid transit system, we need to see like how they're integrated. And when you look at the Japan, they depend on only bi-modal transportation. One is they travel by bus, another one is they travel by cycle or by walk, which means that they look the total system to address the disaster, maybe because of the cyclones they have, because of the floods they have, because of the earthquake they have. They plan it in a deconcentrated manner. In view of the present disaster, the COVID-19, the deconcentrated land use planning is more important. And you look at just operating of the activity for 24 hours or 18 hours and limit the people be on the road, not the dense mobility of the people, dense mobility of the vehicle. And if all the business sectors, all the industries, as we see the software companies work for 24 hours, all the shops, all the institutes, and all the entertaining places work with 24 hours, then the problem of social spread of the disaster can be controlled. And you see the cities like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Vizag, or Vijayawada, or you take Tirupati, any place of the organized mobilities, the spread of the COVID-19 is higher. It is because we don't plan the land use differently. We are not prepared for this sort of disaster, and most of the traffic and transportation problems can be solved. Rather, we can say that it is advancement of the transportation with the proper land use plan. I feel that when you create 5 kilometer radius or 7 kilometer radius, as one unit and allow the socially related, economically related, and safety related, or maybe the facilities, everything be unified, uniform manner, be spread on this one travel time, which means that within the 7 kilometers, all of their relations should be, all of their interactions should be placed upon. And any person who's traveling longer distance, he will be recorded. And for a period of time of 1 year, we encourage him to leave the place where he walked. Keep the children the place where they study. Likewise, we try to create the deconcentrated manner so that the land use form analysis create the sustainability of the economy, sustainability of the safety, sustainability of the social compatibility, and environment. Four areas where we need to understand and address upon the issues. And I suggest that there should be land use dominant transport advancement. This is the one area. Recently the government we have suggested to them that the Hyderabad city is having problem like any other city. There is a no uniform network usage. Out of 10,000 kilometers of the road length, hardly 10% to 20% is getting utilized for the urbanized mobilities. Remaining 80% are under utility. And see how to create unified traffic mobility and uniform network coverage. So for that purpose, I have suggested to them that nearly 500 kilometers of the Hyderabad urban city roads be divided into two parts. Like 30% of the road width is getting utilized for local area, like within 5 kilometers of the radius, the interventions of them be shared. And remaining 70% of the road be utilized through traffic where trip length is more than 5 kilometers. This is an area where the signal synchronization, signal sensitization is suggested as a part of ITS technology. So the buses which are transporting will be part of the 30% of the road width, where the local needs are getting fulfilled. And they'll be entering when they want to take a transition to junction for every 5 kilometers. The people who are traveling for more than 5 kilometers will utilize this. By doing this, the land use components, unified traffic mobility, uniform network coverage, the problems of the economy, like the congestion, the problem of environment, like the pollution, the problem of accidents, like the road safety, can be better addressed upon, and people will be happy. People will have support infrastructure for their mobilities. So I suggest that advancement of transportation is made possible 100% through land use, through land use. And any researcher, any academician, or any businessman, or any consultant wants to see like how to make the transportation. I advise them first to see how to create the land use plan. This is a subject which is ignored for decades together. Even more than 60 to 70 years, this subject is discouraged. We are trying to see the problem and over that try to see the solution, but we never see the root of that problem. The root of the problem is from the land use. So we have to control, like every square meter, what sort of land is getting utilized and how it is. And secondly, the shared issue, the transport dominance on land use. When the area is less, of course, not to a country, the countries like the Qatar, the Kuwait, like places of the limited, even part of Iran like Tehran, and many of the countries in the countries like Europe and Germany is the part of Europe. So where the land is limited, the transport is to be addressed upon. When such areas are taking place, because the environment encourages them to spread better, where 70 to 80% of land is underutilized because of snow and temperature and other conditions. So in such case, we're going to create transport dominant land use. So this intelligent transport system should be laid upon to track every road user, to track vehicle, to track square meters of every land, how it is getting utilized. So we need to see like the optimal utilization, balanced utilization of land with proper transport facilities. There's an area where we have to use the technologies like the black box for every vehicle, like monitoring along the road with the technologies. We should create and see how the advancement of transportation can take better shape. In this case, the network characterization, geometric sensitivity, land use controls should be part of set of the transport. Where in the other case, the transport is going to be subset of the land use and other features. That's the difference between dominance of transport and dominance of land use. As I shared, environment is one of the outcomes for every country. There are 10 to different gases which are creating health hazard. Remember, when you supposed to travel at 40 kilometers per hour, but create traveling at 20 kilometers per hour, it's giving an impact of 75% of health hazard to your body. Only to the road, but the people who dwell is getting affected because of this pollution. Nearly from a road on 500 meters of either side is getting badly affected because of the pollution generating on this. So this is a point where we have to address like how to make the environment compatible in the society. There are multiple sensors and there are certain technologies which can visually see the difference in the environment through photographic or videography. So try to see like how much it's supposed to be. Suppose oxygen should be around 21%. If it is around comes to 9%, 7%, there is deficiency. Likewise, we have limits for carbon monoxide, SO2, N2, engine, HC. All these are the environmental pollutants which are clearly creating health hazards for people. So by studying this, at what level of the traffic mobility can make congestion-free and risk-free mobilities and way out advancement of transportation either by unified traffic mobility, lane discipline, traffic violation subdue, and so on. And these are technology I'm saying to you that we should be friendly with the computer science people, the electronics people, and the science people to address the mapping pattern, the measurement, the different mechanisms, modeling, monitoring, and management. And if you conventionally go through the geometrics, the road features, traffic characteristics, the problem cannot be solved as of now. So we have to use the technologies and we have to move with interdisciplinary mode so that the problems can be addressed upon. Told you that the pollution is the one which should be addressed, which is proposed to be in place by traffic, geometry, land use, support infrastructure, pedestrian inclusion, and so on. So these are things you have to address upon by proper mapping, measuring, modeling mechanisms, analyze, and so on. And you have multiple transport systems. Are they really useful to the people? Is it for the sake of investment is for the sake of business, the systems are coming up should be really utilized. When you able to solve the problem with a proper land use form, deconcentrated land use leads, why we require MRTS, why we require MMTS and BRTS and so on. So this is an area where the researcher, the government should really look at making different counties, different sub-zones or travel time districts and satisfy with the better advancements in the transportation. When you look at the Kuwait, like Kuwait and Qatar, the country is almost half of or one-fourth of any city, but still they are advanced so heavily because they handle the economy, they handle the environment, they use the land properly and appropriately. Our country is also having a lot of natural resources, and this is a time where we could look at how to create coordinated rural, regional, urban integrated together. As I shared with you, that there is no difference because the road user is accessible to urban areas from the rural or from urban to the rural areas, so on. So this is a time where we have to see the deconcentrated counties, deconcentrated colonies, maybe smaller one gives you better organization. And the computer vision technology is the one which can track the lane display, the proportionate of the traffic characterizations, and it helps us to identify why the level of service is E, how to make the level of service to A can be addressed upon with the integrated track of the technologies, with the technology. As I shared, these are the pollutants which are really creating an impact on the health in terms of multiple like asthma, lung infection, irritation, cardiac, liver function. All these things getting affected because we are not connected with environment, economy, social networking, with the transportation. Land use is basically lead for us to connect all these things. So maybe the technology is useful to characterize them and see how the traffic characteristics are violated with respect to speed, delay, headways, gap acceptance, and so on. So this can be possible with computer vision technology. As I told you, we need to map them with the leader technology, with MM level accuracy, and we need to characterize like how the network is with number of links, number of nodes, number of paths, network shape, and so on. This is possible with GIS integration. The young researchers, I advise them to use the open source GIS and try to see how to attach the module for the GIS with the mathematical model. Remember, without a model, there cannot be valid conclusions, maybe concerned with technology, concerned with science. So you should have affinity with the mathematical model, can be index, can be reasoning, can be reactive modeling. You should identify where you are comfortable. I initiate my research with gravity theory, follows by the fractal geometry, follows by the principal component analysis. Now working with the artificial intelligence based heuristic algorithm. So you need to start your career probably with proper analyzers and develop the problem solving aspects. Should habituate how to develop problem solving approaches, how to develop the product and integrate it. So the spatial technology is one of the one we try to see like the compatibility with the technology by studying geometric differences. This is one of the later technology. This is one of the later technology where try to see the level accuracy of the weight and the height and the length and so on. Geometrical, visible features. Even you can see the road condition, the failures of the road, the right of way deficiencies, how the shoulders are compatible with the road, why the shoulder-based accidents are taking place on the road, the geometry differences can be tracked. This we developed with terrestrial scanner. We can see the black spots, like the poles, like the illegal parking of vehicles, like the trees coming to the road, and the shoulders are not functional, can be clearly visualized with this technology. So the spatial condition can be better with this. So we have to see land use art, the mechanism, like a simple relation to give you. The air pollution is function of the congestion severity index. Congestion severity index is function of the geometric deficiency, land use and functionality, network performance, and traffic composition. Environmental impact is function of the pollution or traffic movement. And economic impact is function of congestion severity. And safety sustainability is function of V by C ratio and utility of the road, different modes, and so on. So we need to develop sort of indexes, sort of reflections, sort of reasons, and sort of reactiveness with the mathematical model and see how the modeling can be framed with the mechanism. Because without identifying mechanism, modeling cannot be suggested. When there is a model, you cannot evaluate, you cannot validate, you cannot design. So in that way, mechanism is going to be crucial. And to develop any mechanism, we require a monitoring technology. I'm suggesting here the computer vision technology with the trained data, with the deep learning tool, so that the traffic characterization, advancement of transportation can be better addressed upon. And these are some of the instruments and technologies, like you can identify the vehicle, its license plate, and its speed can also be identified computer vision technology. Once you know the traffic characterization continuously, the solution can be better addressed with the technology. These computer vision technology deliverables. So when you handle the monitoring with technology, you can classify the volume, you can see the V by C ratio, speed, the parking need, intersection volume, and PCU differentials, composition of traffic, and head day and its differentials with the speed and capacity can be better addressed upon. So these are some of the applications I'm trying to say that with the technology, we can characterize the, we can see the land use utility, we can see the mobility patterns of slow moving pedestrians on the road. And the technology configuration is very simple. With the camera and processing unit and trained data, we can address solutions. And this is one of the deliverable. I'm quickly going through because I need to interact with you at the end of it. So this is how the violation can be tracked upon. How the lane discipline is not maintaining by the road user. We tracked with the GPS navigator. How the deceleration and acceleration is making near to the junction. Is he maintaining consistently or not consistently? You can see part of it is consistently going up, but part of them are not really maintaining to the standards. When there is a compatibility, the timely reaction for a space or timely space control over a time, the accidents can be avoided. Most of the accidents are because untimely reaction to the space or improper handling of space control at the apt time leads to accident. When you see the medians have become a stumbling block, obligatory for many accidents. Most of the prominent people in our country and in the state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana died in the road accident because of the geometric failure, because of the medians and so on. Just people cannot raise and own the responsibility of administration. They start saying the driver has taken the wine, the vehicle is not in condition. But I'm telling you, the failure is not because of those. but failure is because of unfit roads, improper maintenance of the roads, create the violations, create the risk of travel. So you can see how the track can be there. This is how the network characterization attempt. This is how we simulate the traffic. See at the junction, what are the deficiencies when the vehicles are going with variable speed, what are the black weaving patterns, where exactly the median and how the median is projected into the common area, what are the side triangles, what are the deficiencies, and how suppose it should be with relative of all sides of the side triangle, and the deceleration and acceleration trackings, and how it's supposed to be with reference to sight vision, and what is the original intersection and so on. So ultimately, we need to create the geometric sustainable intersection as was shown here, how the geometry should be. We designed multiple and simulated 9 different templates and suggest how the geometry should be. And as I told you, modeling, management, and trackers, the technology is essential for the air pollution with the root cause. And a delay of 30 minutes per day. Normally, we're supposed to travel for 1 kilometer, or we're supposed to travel for 1 hour of, let's say, 30 kilometers. You're traveling maybe 1.5 hours, let's say 30 minutes delay. You can see how much we expose to benzene and PM and CO2, HC, and so on. And these are some of the activities, how it is. I'll give you quickly, I'll give you some of the deliverables. For state of Andhra Pradesh, we did analyze the wind mobility patterns and how it's creating a disaster, especially traffic and the dwelling people, houses. We did some work there. Suggested wind directions also tracked and analyzed it. You can see like how it is in orientations and durations and directions. We did this for city like urban flood tracking, like how the network should be, where the water tank should be, where the rain harvesting pit should be. This is a catchment area, how the water flow beyond the periphery, the catchment capabilities, how the mobility of the water vertically and horizontally, and where exactly we need to create the catchment controls for the floods of the urban area. This for the Srikakulam and Vijayanagar area. We developed the network with sensitized with our dimension, identified the conduits of water mobility regionally and rurally, identified the water tanks. So ultimately, some of the accident pacifiers, the safety rollers, you might be knowing these. Which can,
సార్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ సార్ సార్ మీ వాయిస్ కొంచెం స్టాగర్డ్ అవుతుంది సార్ కొంచెం బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది ఒకసారి కొంచెం గట్టిగా కొంచెం వాయిస్
okay.
ఎస్ సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఓకే సార్
Something problem, I think from my system, I think some problem.
ఓకే సార్
This how the accident shock can be controlled and make the accident be converted not to the fatal. Even the people travel with 160, 180 kilometers per hour, be safeguarded with these road safety rollers. We need to see as an engineer how to make this engineering based solution like optimal location of the safety rollers at the junctions, the weaving parts, and at the curves, so that the accidents can be better handled. Lane violation tracking. This is what I'm saying. The road accident can be tracked with the triangle method. One is with the bike pace, driver reaction. You can see the risk of the travel when it owns to one side of the place. But centroidally, all contribute for safety sustainability. This is the one we suggest for Tehran city and also for Hyderabad city. With the computer vision technology, artificial intelligence is trained of the data with multiple modules, which will suck and treat the pollution. I'm telling you that nearly 50 to 60% of pollution will be better addressed upon. And when multiple gadgets are placed, most of the pollution will be made free. Tehran is having all the four sides, the hilly terrain. As we see for Vizag, three sides are with hilly terrain and one side with the sea. So the pollution levels are going to be higher in Vizag. So we need to use this sort of technology. Even the recent disasters in industries can be addressed by this. We require a monitoring of the pollutants either by computer vision or by a sensor and activate the sucking of the pollutants when it crosses the violation and send it to them through the conduits and treat at different locations. The research findings, the bioreactive, chemical reactive, physical reactive can be treated with this technology. I don't say that the COVID-19 can be treated, but any bacteria, any virus which is flowing on the air can be better cleaned. And the heat flow, chemical reactive, chemical balancing, physical reactive treatment will make the pollution free in the air. If it continues, one for every 500 square meters for the entire area, maybe with 1 year, I'm sure that this sort of pollutions will not hamper the health hazards of people. The same technology we are suggesting for Delhi, Haryana, where pollution mingles with the moisture content, create a lot of health problems and accidents are taking place. So these are the areas where we can use this technology, which is promoting the safer environment, safer mobility. You can see in Delhi, multiple accidents have taken place because of the pollution mingles with humidity. Tehran city we did, the entire Iran, the work. This is what I'm trying to see, the fractal view. There are multiple counties here, provinces they call it as, and every province, the deficiency of the network, deficiency or imbalance of built up area is taking place. We need to balance fractal mechanics, fractal theory, like equalization of everything as we analyze this and see like the results. These are fractal dimension, how we do it. Encircling 0.5, 1, 1.5, and so on. The differences try to see and how to make them equal, either from the deficiency point of view or from average point of view, make them balance. These are some of the findings we made it. You can see how the differences, the fractal dimension is. I suggest unified approach, consistent approach, regular approach, what we should do. This is a rare for how it should be treated. And lastly, I did for mobility for our AP or the orientation. This is the case example for Hyderabad, sorry, but we did for India also. So this helps us, like orientation of network orbit should be the crosswind should not create an impact as we see for airlift. Even the vehicles are sliding down in Srikakulam up National Highway because of wind. They don't know where exactly their vehicle should be parked, where exactly their mobility should be. That happens because if you don't plan. One example I'm giving for Hyderabad. Now, I will stop at this point because time is passing.
Participant, please.
One technology.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
This is a
Participant,
Hello,
technology.
sir.
sir, didn't
Yeah, tell me.
participate, sir.
Hello, sir. In vehicles moving on highways, that is smoke pipe towards a bitumen surface, sir. That's why dense smoke accumulating 1 meter or 2 meters above the surface of the bitumen road. That's why many heat problems are creating and polluting the that is highway area.
I think
That's
there's
why smoke pipe towards right
Participant, please mute your
hello,
video.
hello, hello,
the
hello,
company.
sir. Sir, Lakshman, sir.
Sir, there is, yeah, tell me, man.
Hello, sir.
There
Lakshman,
is
sir.
voice problem which really,
Sir, చెప్పండి సార్ రుద్రశేఖర్ సార్ చెప్పండి.
yeah.
Smoke pipe towards bitumen surface, that is carbon particles accumulating 1 meter or 2 meters uh, above the surface of the highway road, sir. That's why health problems creating, sir. So many RTC vehicles, passenger vehicles, whatever private vehicles, whatever commercial vehicles, smoke pipe towards bitumen surface diverting towards upward direction. It is better to divert the carbon particles accumulating dense carbon particles accumulating above the surface of the bitumen surface, that is 1 meter 2 meters accumulating dense smoke in winter season. Hello, sir.
Yeah, please. There is some voice problem. Sorry.
Smoke pipe direction, sir. Smoke pipe direction.
Otherwise,
Okay.
mail it to me. I will respond all the queries. Just mail it to me. There is some problem with
Sir.
the voice.
Sir, voice clear or not, sir? Voice is
సార్ నౌ ఇట్ ఇస్ క్లియర్ సార్ ఇంకొకసారి అడగండి.
sir. Smoke pipe diverting towards the bitumen surface, sir. That is accumulating, that is carbon particles on bitumen surface. That is creating health problems. That's why smoke pipe diverting upward direction, sir. That is clears the polluted 1 meter or 2 meter height. That is definitely dangerous. That are creating in pedestrians or moving off the vehicles. These are all breathing problems are creating due to smoke pipe arrangement to the vehicles.
Yeah.
Second point, sir. Only second point. Only 10 seconds, sir. As per traffic accident purpose, median openings. Median opening before median openings. Median opening in night time VIPs are traveling on in Hyderabad, Secunderabad outer ring roads areas, sir. Yet median openings are wherever it is before median openings 150 meters before. Please visible signals already provided, sir. That is beep sound signals, alert sounds. Please give to the alerts to the driver, sir. Median openings.
Actually, I just
give alerts to the driver, sir.
Yeah.
Median openings very dangerous, sir. Night time VIPs are traveling in Hyderabad and Secunderabad area. In many accidents takes place at median openings, sir. That is diverting points or bridging points and median openings before 150 meters. Please give alert to the driver. By
Yes.
not visual symbols, sir. that is beep sound. You will give some sound signals, thereby avoid the accidents at median openings.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
With
Thank
the
you.
signal synchronization, it's possible. Synchronizing
Yes. Visual signals are already provided on highways. Visual signals already provided, sir. But
Rudraj sir,
audio
your voice
signals
is not
are
clear. Rudraj sir, your
median
voice is not clear. Bit staggering, sir. Yesterday you were asking one question. I'll convey that question to the sir.
Yeah, put it on mail, madam. I will address. Please put it on mail. I will address.
Yes,
I will
yes.
Thank you.
state boundaries and state boundaries pigment change the pigments, thereby identify that is state boundaries. These are all by changing the pigment on states.
Any other discussion, sir, from anyone else? Sir, TS ready, sir? Sir, please, sir. TS ready, sir, you can.
వాయిస్
మీరు మాట్లాడండి సార్ వినిపిస్తుంది. సార్ టీఎస్ రెడ్డి సార్ మీరు మాట్లాడండి.
Unmuted nothing. Okay. Good morning, Lakshmana Garu.
సార్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ అండి.
How are you?
ఫైన్ సార్, ఫైన్.
Yeah, you covered a lot of things. I just was wondering, in the recent past, when I browsed through the accident characteristics in our country, the urban fatalities, which I used to quote when I was at CRRI, the fatality percentage in urban areas is only 15% of the total fatalities. Recently I saw they are going even up to 35 to 40%. So which means the urban speeds have increased and the fatalities are on the rise in urban areas. What do you suggest? I mean, the best way to control the speeds in urban areas?
Actually, one is like with the ITS concepts, signal synchronization and so on, and geometric fitness, both are deficient. So there should be technology-enabled monitoring, which can help us for reduction of the accidents. Because the speed controls having differentials, that's one reason. But my voice has not to come out. I will take it up one minute, sir.
No, as I see, you are advising the government of Telangana in Hyderabad, at least, I mean, try to do something so that the fatalities of Hyderabad. In fact, I was looking at the accident characteristics in Hyderabad. They report in the MOST statistics, they report only about 500, 600 fatalities per year. But probably that is confined to only Hyderabad commissionerate. If you club Cyberabad, Hyderabad and the new commissionerate which has been established, probably they go almost around 1500 to 1600 or even more. They are almost equal to that of Delhi. Delhi has got about 2000 fatalities every year. Hyderabad is also equaling to that. There is a need, I mean, people like you should advise the government to do something, I mean, to minimize the accidents.
Definitely, sir. Integrated way will follow, sir.
Yeah, please do something. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone? That's all, sir. Today's discussion. Anyone else want to ask something, please?
Madam, Madam, at a state borders, that is pigment change between surface, that is very useful to the vehicles. The vehicles are users. Hello, hello,
Hello,
hello,
sir.
madam.
Vininpichinది, sir. Vininpichinది, sir. Sir, it's a
Uh, wo-
suggestion,
wo-
sir.
wo-
Sir,
wo- wo-
విన్నారు.
wo- okay, madam. Next one, accent at median openings. Night time VIPs are traveling on highway on the Hyderabad and Secunderabad area. That is median openings. Before median openings, only before signals, audio signals. Please give alert to the drivers by using sensors. Also, that is very useful. Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir. మీ సజెషన్స్ అన్ని సార్ విన్నారు సార్.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Yes, yesterday, Mr. Vishweshwarao said, or maybe earlier to that, Mukund Rao has said that at the median openings, flashing ambers or flashing reds have been posted. And I have seen even in on the national highway from Hyderabad to Bangalore when I was traveling, I saw wherever there are median openings or the junctions, they have posted flashing reds. So
Okay.
they have been, government is the National Highway Authority is taking necessary steps. If the
Yes.
people are overspeeding and killing themselves, of course, I mean that is their fate. That is one aspect.
That is
Before I close, madam.
Visual symbols, sir. That is visual symbols, sir. P.S. Reddy, sir. That is visual symbols are provided, sir. On highways, visual symbols, that is not enough, sir. That is beep sound alerts required.
Sorry, what's your good name?
N. Rudrashekar Reddy, that is ex-Navy, sir. Ex-Navy.
What is your good name?
N. Rudrashekar Reddy.
Chandrasekhar Reddy garu, you now, no, I have seen myself. I've been driving. In fact, I've been telling that, it is irritating to the eyes, but sometimes probably it is necessary. It cannot be helped. You have to post, and they have posted. I mean, maybe where you have traveled, they have not posted, but they are trying to post and indicate the presence of the median openings where there is likelihood of traffic crossing from minor road or traffic which is turning, taking U-turn and waiting on the major road. It's being done. Thank you very much for 5 days. I enjoyed.
Sir, please your feedback. Please don't log out.
Josna garu. Josna garu.
P.S. Reddy, sir, we need your feedback. We'll speak to you, sir. Please don't log out, sir. So today, please mute yourself today, please.
Madam, Srinivas Nalu garu raise his hand.
అలాగేనండి. సార్ నాగు సార్ ప్లీజ్ మాట్లాడండి.
Thank you, ma'am. Lakshmanrao garu, Professor Lakshmanrao garu. Thank you, sir, because the subject content is very new to many of us, and you have covered within the given time lot of information. And the only thing I wish to know is, are there any IRC standards related to the technology or certain areas? Because it's all new, no doubt, so that we can better understand while this thing.
Basically, IRC suggestions are there for the locating of signals actually, and they have given what you call the footprints for deceleration and acceleration points where it should be given an alert. The basic code of practices are useful to create an interconnectivity with the atmosphere. The code of practice as such, it is highly valid and valuable, but we have to add the technology. But technology architecture, it is not there in the IRC.
No, it's a very vast area. Just for knowledge sake. Thank you very much.
Yeah, IRC templates are very much useful, sir. Even what we work from their footprint code, like deceleration, acceleration, etc. All this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else? I think that's all, sir, the discussion. Sir, thank you, sir. Lakshman Rao,
Very much,
sir.
Andy. Thank
Thank
you.
you for your information, sir. Thank you for
madam.
accepting our invitation as well. Thank you so
madam.
much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
So as today is the last day of FDP, we would like to have know the feedback for the program from some of our participants. Sir, P.S. Reddy, sir, please a small few words
Well,
about our program.
thank you, madam, for requesting my feedback. At the outset, first, let me tell you that it is a wonderful thing that you have done. That is one
Thank you, sir.
compliment I would like to offer.
Thank you, sir.
And probably COVID, we must all thank COVID, which has encouraged everybody to go for webinars now. And
Yes.
you are able to go across the whole country. I mean, if you are able to communicate that you are conducting some webinar, people can participate at their convenience, sitting in their homes with the COVID.
Yes, sir.
In fact,
Yes,
I am now in my village, so this is one of the ways of spending my time. When I got the information from Veeraraghavan's group, I
Okay,
was very much interested in knowing, first of all, and to all the participants, I would like to suggest, if they are there, we are not disconnected.
No, sir, they are there, sir.
One way of yourself, I mean, knowing more and judging where you stand, and also where you have to learn. These are the ways, I mean, unless you interact with people, you do not know how much you know and how much you do not know.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes.
when you listen to others, you will also get to know, I mean, how others are thinking on the point that you have some opinions. So that gives you an opportunity to rethink or correct yourself or enrich yourself in your knowledge. That is how the seminars are important. You must be attentive. You may not be able to participate in terms of talking and all. Even if you listen, even if you carry 10% of the matter that has been discussed in your minds, that will help you. I recall what my professor used to tell. You may not be knowing him because he must be on the bed now, or I don't know whether he is alive or he has passed away. Professor Venkatatnam, he used to tell whenever a seminar, not a seminar, actually a lecture is organized in the NIT Warangal, that time REC Warangal, when I was a student, he used to tell, when you go to seminar, if you have 2 rupees in your pocket, when you listen to the speaker, you may get 5 more rupees and you become 7 rupees richer. So that is how he used to tell. So I mean, I admire him. You know, he was a very good teacher and who was really struggling to imbibe the and cultivate the students to learn maximum that is possible. So
Yes,
once again, I mean, I congratulate you, madam. If
Thank
there's
you,
anything
sir.
that I can help you, please, you can always call me. You have my number. You have my
Yes, sir.
contacts. Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, ఇంకెవరైనా sir, anyone else, please say few words about our program.
Madam,
Yes, sir, please.
madam, only top first session or second sessions, only top surface, bitumen surface, water equipments we are using. These are all discussed, madam. But slopes surfaces not discussed, madam.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
That is only that is item.
Okay, sir. Next time we'll see, sir. Next time when we conduct, we'll see that that topic is also covered,
That is
sir.
slope surfaces. Slope surfaces.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank
Sure, sir. Sir, ఇంకెవరైనా sir, anyone else, sir? Please speak few words about our program. Sir, Srinivas Nagu, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Especially, I shall hope I'm audible, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yeah. Thank you. First of all, the vision is very good by when you see the variety of topics included, especially the latest ones, and also experts, the resource persons selection, and the way it was orchestrated and you managed also. But for the last day's voice issues, I have really thoroughly enjoyed. And the bonus I had is I could see T.S. Reddy sir.
Yes.
We're all excited next to Raghavachari, our BPC and Reddy sir. They're all inspirations to us. And
Okay.
I hope you will be organizing such seminars of very important topics, not only transportation, but transportation seminars are definitely less. I think this is the fourth one in this COVID season. As Dr. Reddy sir was telling, we should thank COVID. It is helping us all. Wherever we are able to share the knowledge and interact and improve the contacts. I shall once again thank you and your management and also the speakers. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful this thing. And one more
Okay,
request,
madam,
if
can I
possible,
speak?
kindly mail me the materials if available. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because
Thank
I'm
you.
in teaching profession, I wish to spread. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, చెప్పండి
Hello.
రుద్ర sir.
Can I speak something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam,
Please.
e-certificates, madam. What
Yes,
about
sir.
e-certificates?
I'll tell, sir. I'll tell at last, sir. చెప్తాను.
Hello.
Sir, చెప్పండి. Please.
Hello.
Please speak, sir.
Hello.
Sir, please speak, sir. You're audible.
I'm enjoying your topic totally.
Okay, sir.
Because I am in COVID quarantine. That's why I have registered myself. I heard all of your topics. All are interesting.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
I am from Bir Surendra Sai University of Technology, Odisha.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
This is a Unitary University of Odisha. I am
Okay,
a professor in transportation engineering. However, I registered myself to just how to pass my time in this COVID. Because I am in quarantine up to 14.
Okay, sir. Hope you're
All the
fine now,
topics
sir.
are quite interesting. Somehow, but particularly student must know about how to be trained in particularly steps. We are missing, madam. Okay.
Yes, sir. We'll cover that when we do the next program, sir. We'll see that that topic is covered.
Okay. Plantation also, plantation medians also, shrubs height, madam. In Telangana also plantations going on. That is high.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let the speaker talk.
Height should be restricted in Telangana. That is in medians, madam. Highway medians.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Sir, చెప్పండి. Sir, please.
That is the main point, madam. That's why many plants are removed, madam. In highways.
Okay, sir.
High plants, tallest plants are planted. That's it. Shrubs only we have to plant in median only. That is highway regulation.
Sir, another speaker is talking, sir. Let him speak. Let him complete, sir. Sir, చెప్పండి, sir. So we have another one, Ritvik Garu. Please. You
Hi,
raised your hand, sir.
Hello, hi.
Sir.
Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, I'm an assistant professor from SPA Hyderabad. So yeah, I'm a civil engineer and I did my master's in urban and regional planning. So as I deal with infrastructure facilities completely with the traffic and transportation, this was really helpful session for which I could help the planning students because my mainstream was all about civil engineering. So I better know about traffic and transportation. But I have to start teaching the students of all the planning department. So it was something different material and different things and different aspects which came up to us. So which we can start teaching them in our COVID thing as we are dealing with the same as scenario of this entire presentations and all. So this was really helpful for all of us. I am looking forward for more of the presentations and more of the webinars from your side.
Thank you, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So as Nagu sir was saying about all the materials, could you provide us the materials what the other professors was going on?
We'll see,
regarding.
sir. We'll see,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, anyone else, sir? Anyone else want to speak? Ma'am, Sarita ma'am, few words about the program.
Yeah, nice to hear the feedback from the participants. T.S. Reddy garu, you have made my job very easy because I was not attending all the sessions since I am maybe by my BTech qualification I am a civil engineer, but I have translated and transformed into a computer science engineer gradually over the years. So T.S. Reddy garu, thank you very much for consolidating so well your suggestions and the points for improvement are very valuable. We have taken them very seriously. Das sir from Orissa, we have noted down your point too, sir. Srinivas sir, we have noted down your point also. Srinivas Nagu sir, thanks a lot. Rudrashekar garu, and thank you all for attending because this was our maiden event, maiden the FTP for us from the Department of Civil Engineering, and we all belong to an engineering courses started in a degree college only in 2011. So recently when we went to the NBA and the NBA team encouraged us that your job which you are doing in the right direction and granted us 3 years NBA accreditation. Actually that was our point where our confidence was lifted to try this on this scale, and the expert speakers readily agreeing supported our decision. So next time, I think with the help of these experts and some of you who are suggesting from the participants, if you can also suggest these people are good, we are ready to host and continuing FTP part 2 of this, whatever is not covered or some advanced or some specific things. If you know somebody, please ping us, mail to Jyotsa madam or our civil department HOD mail ID so that we can pursue them, talk to them, find time from them and see that we again come back with a bang. So good job department faculty. See, our management usually says you are all youngsters. I think the average age in the civil department is very low, at least in the college, but still you have done a stupendous, fantabulous job. And thank you participants. Without you, nothing would have been possible. All our efforts would have gone vain without you all. Thank you for the encouragement you have given. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for your encouragement too.
Yeah, though it is a maiden effort, it's a good kickstart, madam. Carry on. It's excellent.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiv Prasad, sir.
Ma'am, Vijaya ma'am, I request you to give a formal vote of thanks, please. And certificates will be given within 3 days from today. It will be sent to your mails. Please download them. Thank you. Ma'am, Vijaya ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Please.
1 minute.
Turn on your video, ma'am.
Huh. Good afternoon, everybody. It has been such a lively session for 5 days. I could barely step out of this. There is so much of information exchange. Particularly, I enjoyed the interaction by all the participants. And T.S. Reddy sir's presence is one of the best, I guess. He is such an expert. We are so humbled and honored to have your presence, sir. It gives me immense pleasure in thanking the presenters and participants of this faculty development program on trends in transportation. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Principal Professor S. Rajni, Vice Principal Professor Sarita, and Director ENT Dr. S. Raja sir for encouraging the department to conduct this program. I thank the management of Gayatri Vijay Parishad for inspiring us to excel in academic standards and encouraging inter-institute interaction as well as with the industry. I profusely thank all our 5 presenters, Professor Amarnath Virti sir, Dr. Mukundra sir, Dr. Raghuram Kadli, Mr. Vishweshwar Rao from IBI, and Dr. K.M. Lakshman Rao garu for their valuable contribution to this program. Sir, we cannot thank you enough for accepting our invitation and bringing your expertise to this forum. We are honored to be able to host you and humbled by your presence. Professionals, I think, in transportation, we move the nation, literally and figuratively. And we are so happy that you are participating in this, and we always look forward to your guidance in our future endeavors in transportation. We, the organizing committee, are surprised and delighted that our program participants have come from many states of India. We did not anticipate this. We're so happy that professionals from all over the India have joined and have benefited. I am so very happy being a planner. I'm so happy that planning schools have also joined this program. All those present in this FTP have shown their commitment to safety, precision and service to the society. I thank each one of you for your participation. Lastly but not the least, I thank Dr. T.S. Reddy sir for his contribution. We are honored to have you, sir. We cannot measure your value in words. We also thank Sri Rudrasekhar Reddy sir for your questions. Your experience has added flavor to this program. Thanks one and all. We look forward to meet you again. One way or the other. Please be in touch with all of us. And thanks once again.
Thank you all. So this is the end of the faculty development program. Thank you so much for participating in our session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
there
you,
are
sir.
a number
Thank
of
you.
participants even now also. Around
Thank you,
70
Joseph.
Yes,
plus.
yes, that's
The
awesome.
strength is
We have
also
so
very
many
good. Even the
participants.
last day, it started less. Very good strength. It itself
Yes,
certifies
yes.
you.
Feedback link, madam.
Yes, sir. I'll share feedback link now, sir. And we'll be giving the certificate shortly. In 3 days, you'll get your certificates as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.